Hi, we're going to discuss today about the current economic problem prevailing in the country, uh, which is based on the impact of tax regimes on consumption and GDP growth in India. Coming to the introduction part, I would like to set the stage, starting with the India's economy journey is constantly shaped to its fiscal policies. Today, we are delving into how recent tax schemes and the tax regimes, particularly the goods and services tax and the income tax adjustments, are impacting the consumption levels and the overall GDP growth in India. The aim is to understand how these changes translate into real world effects on businesses as well as consumers. The implementation of GST was a landmark achievement and a movement designed to create a single unified market. By climatizing the cascading effect of multiple taxes, it aimed to streamline the trade and boost efficiency. The adjustments to the GST rates on various goods directly influence the consumer spending. For instance, lowering rate on essential items like it can stimulate the demand, which while higher rates on luxury goods can moderate it. However, the challenges remain issues like compliance, especially for SMEs, and the ongoing processes of rationalizing tax slabs are crucial factors for affecting the full potential. Coming to the changes in the income tax slabs and the rates directly impact the disposable income of the consumers, the money the consumers have to spend. The tax cuts, particularly for the middle class, can lead to significant increase in consumption, as the income levels are very low for the lower and the middle class income groups in India. When people have more money in their pockets, they tend to spend more, driving demand for growth and services. Corporate tax cuts also play a major role and aiming to boost the investment and create a more favorable business environment which ultimately contributes to GDP growth. The balance of now discussing about the GDP and the fiscal responsibility. While the reforms can stimulate consumption and GDP, it's crucial to balance these gains with fiscal responsibility. Tax cuts can reduce the government revenue, and the government must manage its spending to maintain its healthy economy. The effectiveness of these reforms depends on the various factors, including global economic conditions and the efficiencies of implementation. Moving forward, continuous evaluation and refinement of tax policies will be essential to ensure a sustainable economic growth that benefits all segments of the society. India's large informal economy adds complexity to the situation and must be considered when implementing the tax changes. Whole summary would be on the India's tax reforms, particularly GST and the income tax adjustments, aim to boost the consumption by increasing the disposable income and streamlining the trade, wherein the previous regimes have not yet implemented or monitored these and were, cause for the less growth of GDP. While these reforms can stimulate GDP growth, balancing them with fiscal responsibility is crucial for sustainable economic health. The effectiveness of these changes depends on the factors like the implementation efficiency and the complex interaction with the India's large informal economy. Thank you.